we'd like to graph this function. And we're going to do that by viewing it as a transformation or a set of transformations on a function that we already know. So a function that we already know that's related to this is simply the square root of x. Now notice that this, what we're looking at is f of 2 minus x. Okay. Now we'd like to write this as a composition of the transformations that we're used to. So this is a negative x plus 2. Well, if we view this as a f of negative x plus 2, the negative x, okay, would just be reflected, the graph reflected about the y-axis. So we could certainly do that, f of negative x. That graph would be simply that. Okay, that's the square root of x, but reflected about the y-axis. Now, this plus 2, what's going on there? So that plus 2 is happening to the negative x. So really, okay, this is our new function. We'll say g of x is f of negative x. So g of x minus 2 is f of negative x minus 2. Okay, which is f of negative x plus 2. And that's what we're looking for, right? So we're going to take our function, g of x, which was this thing here. Okay, I'm going to call it now. I called that g of x. And we're going to take it and we're going to shift it to the right too, because that's what that is. So shift it to the right too. And there's our curve. So that's the g of x minus 2, which is the function we're looking for. So this is the graph of the square root of 2 minus x. Now let's go ahead and make it a little bit nicer. So we come over to 1, 2, and we're going to try and sketch this. Okay, there's a slightly better sketch of our function.